let you know that I was wrong, but I never let it fall back now. I thought I let you know. I'm a little bit away, and now I never let it go. Never let it free. Shit, I kill for my niggas. I thought I let you know. No, coming on, nigga came back down. I thought I let you know that I was wrong, but I never let it fall back now. I thought I let you know. From a little bit away, now I never let it go. Never let it free. Shit, I kill for my niggas. I thought I let you know. Every nigga know I'm about to bring a heat, right? Shit, I used to live in the street like man, I still get the heat tight. Now I can go on low like a green light. They say 144, nigga, you can get it. They ain't got to tell retard. Try to say a little brand, get on some land, get up with us on our feet, with a video with the artists. And you know it, you garbage. But it's still keep the G on. Keep the tools on depot. Might hit him with the Rico. Hey, hit the nigga with the Rico. Hey, say fuck with the right hand. What you looking at me for? So I know they understand. That's why I keep a lock hand. Money sit in your brain. While I'm chilling with the family. Tell them I'm real with the lane. Just an all black like a band. Bitch, I ain't gonna play. Bitch, I can't do that. No time at all, nigga came back down. I thought I let you know that I was wrong, but I never let it fall back now. I thought I let you know. From a little bit away, and now I never let it go. Shit, I kill for my niggas. I thought I let you know. No coming on, nigga came back down. I thought I let you know that I was wrong, but I never let it fall back now. I thought I let you know. From a little bit away, now I never let it go. Shit, I kill for my niggas. I thought I let you know. My hand better than I fall. Remember that I fall with a better nigga walk. Nigga raised up, now I'm all in. And all that was wrong. With the wind and the beat by the beat. Never go with the way, try to stay from the end. Let's get it. About to make shit trend. 144, the red, about to turn it on the left. He the bitch up like loud. He can probably bring a whole lot of mop. They know that we feel like pop. And I'm headed for the top down. And they never gonna stop. Never gonna stop. No coming on, nigga came back down. I thought I let you know that I was wrong, but I never let it fall back now. I thought I let you know. From a little bit away, and now I never let it go. Never let it free. Shit, I kill for my niggas. I thought I let you know. No coming on, nigga came back down. I thought I let you know that I was wrong, but I never let it fall back now. I thought I let you know. From a little bit away, now I never let it go. Never let it free. Shit, I kill for my niggas. I thought I let you know. Wow. This is a beautiful scene. I'm starting my class. You gonna stay for the class? I would love to. 2 hours long. Okay. As long as I obtain as much knowledge as I can carry, so my cup don't overflow it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
You have a seat over here.
But I can ask you a question.
What's up?
I'm just getting out of Belgrade County Jail. My name's Graven Mario LaGuerre. I'm 22 years old.
Hey,
Warrior with the hands, that's what I'm all about. Hunger in my eyes, fingers in my mouth. They don't want no altercation. Situations gon' get critical. It's best that you be easy and then go and critical. Look, go like a river. It's something like a miracle. Royalty in my veins, loyalty in my veins. Came back and learned the work. Just revenge. crazy niggas season. Got women food for the go, just gotta watch on my feet. Now they walking with them angels. So I guess I got this pistol for no reason. Niggas barely breathing, criticizing all my achievements. Won't make me weak. Nah, it won't make me set off. These niggas barely that's off. Better bear with it, so back off. I be ripping shit like set dog. Dumb dogs all barked out. Behind me say I duck fool. No room for emotion. So I pour my heart out. This road hard, but I ain't keep the stay. And if it ain't UPK, then they in the way. My niggas righteous, they real, they down with something. Flow so deep, they drown a motherfucker. He say he in the truth, oh yeah, bro, this the home. And I don't hate them, brother, I'm just too loyal to my own. Plus what they believe, hard for me to follow. No rank me, no head. My lead is fire, just live the free, the hollow. And so when they ask something to be grateful, tell them absolutely. And I ain't shooting my ways for nothing, gotta execute it. It's like I never die with my tail tucked between my legs. Shit I be thinking, watching my daughters up in their bed. They so smart, and Alana, she's so beautiful. But they ain't like other babies, and they bad and far from useful. Now I'm missing cause I'm about my father's business. And about the shit I used to do in that 98 day. The tan never cease. See, without wisdom, this world make me weak. I found out that the truth was bitter. The lies I speak, tried everything. I guess me and your harm had to meet. Now I make the blind see, and I make the dead speak. And teach both my little girls the day and day. Lie with a man, they better bring your blood and bed sheets. Chaos spent the time. This block makes my handpiece, and I ain't trying to take them out, but I will defend this house. Or take a check. 144 and then black trench on some hitman shit. She call me 47. Praying for Armageddon. Me and my soldiers dressed for the wedding. Fucking fame. Ask why tell them I'm loyal to the game. To the righteous grace. Loyal to the pain. I want that shit later. Loyal to the pain. The devil said hell. The bitch is loyal to the pain. Bring the hot blood. The bitch is loyal to the pain. To the righteous grace. Loyal to the pain. I want that shit later. Loyal to the pain.
I remember I was only 13 when I met the demon. Gave me a loose juice and a bundle of cocaine. Told me to sell my people, make sure to keep me clean. And then he tried to show you, make sure that you leave me weak. He said, I'm gonna hold you down when problems pop up. How you got me moving this dope? Want me in lock up? He said, don't you want the bitch vertical with the top up? He said, bitch, you get in that kitchen, let it rock up. Bitch, let it dope, especially when it's pop up. I know you don't want me to plug, somebody got up. I'm telling you a little secret, make sure that you keep your mouth shut. I got a Lexus, cricket, Philly, and Texas. Flipping up bombs, scouted it for his mama. He fucking up on house, be honest, he seen me some dope. I hate, but I just seen Ryan about a week ago. Fat, he ain't looking too good, his knees kinda slow. I asked him why I'm struggling, he got stuck before his wonder, but in 6 hour trips in his legs will make him crumble. At least he got the house and mama is living good. Said this man took it all, he right back in the hood. I see you try baby, you gave us crack in the 80s. Made us support our babies and make a whole lot of ladies. I know you got me crazy, but Satan, you must be crazy. It's all take more than cause for another amaze me. I see niggas shoot for the stars, but being lazy. Never get their head at the clouds, so you don't face me. I guarantee you will regret it. Remember I said it, nah, you forget. What you say, I can't breathe. Nah, devil nice shots, so until he leave again. I ain't got the guy to get the trip. still landed in the devil. The earth was given to the hands of devils. You see the rise of the devil. You fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't never died in the devil. I ain't religious or superstitious. But we been getting funky, put to the side like the mistress. Police control the mind because prison became a business. And murder one of us, they start talking about forgiveness. We think that it's alright because we got public assistance. If this ain't hell, dog, what is this? Where was all lives matter when they took the Osama? There was no peace talk like the Dalai Lama. Bush dropped bombs saying he gon' bring the drama. They got justice, man, they even called the Post Obama. But when we tried, they sent the military in armor. When we felt oppression, then our people died harder. The greed was the soul, some people call it karma. When Christ returned, I don't think it's harvest like the farmer. Don't tell me don't bring up the past no more. They still trying to set the score beside the Shakur. I changed my life and I'm just trying to live life right. But at night I look behind me and see flashing lights, patting me down. I'm looking this poking me right. I don't smoke or push pills, I give up my fight. So Mr. Officer, why you wanna take my life? And your honor, why you gave my homeboy's life? I've been wondering why you shot our homeboy twice. Pussy with it gun screaming out and he got a knife. He came from my baby spot, it was chicken and rice. Shit's tripe, I was giving a vision off like Skype. Ash Trayvon, Mike Brown, and Hot Curly, Eric Garner, Soul Bell, Philando, Open Sterling, Jamal McDonald. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. I ain't acting down with the devil. Angels still landed in the devil. The earth was given to the hands of devils. You ain't seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't never died to meet the devil. I ain't never died to meet the devil. Angels still landed in the devil. The earth was given to the hands of devils. You ain't seen the rise of the devil. I pray for the demise of the devil. Lord knows I despise every devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I pray for the devil.
All right, shalom, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakatham to the brothers, Yahweh Shamar Alathan Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai to the sisters. Okay, this is the Florida headquarters. Okay, we're doing Lashawan Qadash class. Same as usual. You know what I mean? We're gonna get it in and try to take back our culture. You know what I mean? Our heritage. Okay, the way the Most High intended it for to be. Okay. Intended to be. So I'm trying something new. Okay, I got a new, well, it's not a new program, but I'm running a different program. Okay, so I'm trying to run this program so I can actually engage with brothers and sisters who are in the class in a way that if I send you a link or invite, you should be able to accept it and come into the class and I can visually see you, okay? I'm trying to work out the kinks right now, okay? So just bear tight, hold on, you know what I'm saying? Let me run through it one more time and see if I got it right. Meantime, so what you want to do is go ahead and jump into class and let's get it started. Pull out your paper and your pencil, and I want you to write, okay? I want you to write the ancient Hebrew letters and sounds, okay? Write that 3 times, and then also do the Assyrian, okay? So go ahead and run through that. And the reason why I'm pulling up this new program, or I'm trying this new program, is so I can actually see your work. Okay, so if I tell you to write it down, I'm going to be able to say, okay, show me what you did. And you'll be able to take your phone, the camera on your phone or whatever, and you'll be able to show me what you did, and I can see it, and I can know that we're actually moving forward, okay? So go ahead and write these characters and sounds, the ancient and the Hebrew, okay? 3 times each, write it out. And while you're writing the sounds and the symbols, go ahead and say it, okay? Repeat the sound so you'll get used to seeing that symbol and knowing the sound, okay? So go ahead and knock that out. Give me a few more minutes, and I'm going to try to run through this program again and see where I'm at with it, okay? Oh, I see it. Copy to clipboard. Okay, so I'm looking into the program. Okay, Salaki, I'm gonna give y'all a few more minutes to go ahead and finish writing this, and then I'll get back with you. I'm gonna give you a few more minutes. All right, real quick. So what we're gonna do to make this more interactive, okay? So I can communicate with you brothers and sisters, and actually, I can see what you got going on. You can see what I got going on. So I'm gonna put my email in the chat, okay? And then I need whoever's in the class and whoever wants to be a part of this, virtual learning, to email me your email. Well, I'll get your email if you email me. So just email me, say shalom, let me know who it is, your name or whatever, and then I'll get the email address, write it down, and then I'll be able to send you a link to be able to come into the class, okay? So let's try to do that real quick. I'm gonna put my email in the chat box, okay? And then you're gonna email me, let me know who you are, and I'm gonna try to get you guys linked into the class. Okay, it's the first time we're using this program, so it may take a few minutes for us to run through it and try to get it right before we get started. Okay, so give me a couple minutes. I'm gonna put my email in the chat, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I got my email in the chat. Okay, go ahead and type in a 1 and let me know that you can see my email address, okay? Okay, that's not Christ. Okay. All right, so I see I put my email up in there, so I'm gonna give it a few minutes before I check the email. And try to advance to stage 2, where I can actually see who's in the class, okay, and interact with you guys. All right. All right, I'm not seeing no email addresses pop up in my. I'm not seeing you brothers and sisters sending me your email addresses, okay? So I'm taking it that you guys don't want me to see what you got going on over there. Okay. Shalom, Calvin. Yeah, long time no see, brother. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. We'll get started. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is to be able to recite these characters, okay? We want to be able to know, be able to look at that symbol and know the sound that is associated with it, right? So if you've been practicing, you should be able to just recite the characters, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and do it. And then, you know what I mean, I'm going to show you that you You should know these sounds and these characters because it's like knowing the alphabet, okay? You know your alphabet, you know the ABCs, no problem. So now you have to get to the point where you know the sounds. You need to know the Hebrew, okay, characters and sounds, okay? So it's going to be Abba, Gada, Ha, Waza, Ka, Ta, Ya, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Tha, okay? Those are all the sounds that are in the Hebrew language, okay? So if you can repeat, if you know those sounds, you're going to be able to know, okay, the character. When you see the character, you'll know the sound, okay? So that's where you want to get. This is the basic of, this is the foundation, obviously, of learning the language, okay? Being able to say the sounds, know, your characters, okay? Like I'm saying, when you look at a Q, you know the sound of that. When you see an S, you know the sound, okay? So you need to be able to see these characters and know the sound, okay? If I put up on the board all types of words and phrases and stuff like that, but you're not, one second. A couple of days. Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're running stuff.
Yeah, we're doing a couple of things. We're gonna have Cat wanted me to have some brothers and sisters come in, maybe sometime this weekend or something to help, finish it off. Yeah, no, I just haven't, reached out to anybody else. So.
Okay, but yeah, I'm open. I don't know if you have my number, but I'll come to it.
Yeah. We'll chop that up later. All right, so like I say every week, I bring it out. Was you in the class last week? Okay. So I got this new program that I'm trying to implement, okay, to where I can basically, if you're not in the class, already did. I put my email in the chat. I'll put it in there again, okay? I'll put my email in the chat again. Dabarak, Shalom sis, Yahweh Shemal Tabashim Yahushai. Okay, I'm gonna put the email in the chat again. And this email address is gonna, if you email me, just send me an email at this email address and tell me your name, who you are, okay? Then I can send you the link and try to get you into the class until I can actually see, your work. Like if I tell you to write the Hebrew letters 3 times, you can actually show me that you did it, you know what I mean? So this is the new program that I'm trying to get up and running. So just hold tight. I'm going to put my email address in the chat again. Email me and just let me know who you are, and I'll try to send you the link and see if we can get all the wrinkles worked out of this program and get me and all of us used to it. Okay. So that's that. I got the email. It's Isupk, ISUPK. Okay. Send me a message, email me, let me know who you are, and that way I'll have your email address and I could try to send you the link and we can, get this class interactive. Okay. I can actually see you and see what you got going on. Okay. So, sis, I got a sister in the class. How are you doing as far as knowing the characters?
I'm still struggling with the characters.
Okay. Would you like to come up and read the characters?
I can read the characters.
Okay. It's just going to help you because the more you read them and say it and look at it and see it, it'll help you remember it. Obviously, right?
Right. Are we referring to video or the experience?
Well, okay. So I just want you to start with the ancient, okay? Because the symbols are different, but the sound is the same. So if you could just say all the sounds, you'll be halfway there on knowing how to read, okay? Because you got to know all your ABCs, right?
Right.
You got to know A, B, C, we sang the song when we were little, right? Mm-hmm. So if you can do that, it's going to help you. Knowing all the sounds, now you have to, like associate the characters with the sounds.
Mm-hmm.
And the more you do that, the easier it becomes. You become more familiar with it, okay? So if you want, you can go ahead and come up, okay? And have a sister go ahead and go through the characters and read them off, okay? And this is something I stress for you brothers and sisters to do often, because this is how you're going to get familiar with these characters and sounds that are associated with them, okay?
You want to just answer this out while you play? I don't know about the camera.
No, it's okay. You don't want to be in a... You could just stand right here and just say the sounds then and the characters.
Okay.
Okay? So you're going to start, obviously, from here, from right to left, and just go ahead and say all the sounds.
It's A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Da.
Okay. What was this sound again?
Sa.
Okay. I thought I heard you say something different. One more time.
A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Da.
And that's it. That's how it's done. Okay. Those are the sounds. You just have to get used to seeing these symbols and knowing the sound. Okay. And the best way I know for that to happen is to write it out. Basically, just write it. It seems so simple and boring, but that's how you're going to learn it.
Right.
I'm telling you, that's how you're going to get used to seeing the symbol and knowing that's the Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Ta, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Ta. Okay? And then you'll be able to do the same thing down here. Okay? So writing it out, trust me, writing it, you'll get there.
It's the Gazarian that I think
I understand. This seems, for me, was easier too. And then when I dropped down to this one, it was a little rougher. But you have to start somewhere. So get this one, I would just start with one or the other. But for me, I would start with this one, get this one, down pat, that you know all the symbols, all the sounds, and then move to the second, okay? So, all right, so I'm gonna check my email again real quick, and then I'll see if I can implement bringing somebody into the chat. This is the first night. Trooper Halak. Shalom, brother. Y'all watching Lashawan. Okay. I'll see if I can implement with bringing someone into the chat. See if I can get it right. Actually see what's going on. I'm still not seeing no emails. Oh, you know what? Hey, Salaki, everybody. I messed up. I put the wrong email in. Salakia. Let me try it again, okay? I apologize. My bad. I put Gmail and it's actually Yahoo, okay? Everybody in the class, Salakia, I put the wrong email address up, okay? It's actually Nashab, Isupk @yahoo.com, okay? It's not Gmail. Salakia for that. I'm so used to using my Gmail to, I just automatically default to the Gmail, okay? So forgive me for that. So you can go ahead and, if you would, send me just send me your name so I can associate a name with the email address, okay? And we'll see, if we can get this program down packed, okay? Yeah. You thirsty or something? You got some stuff in the refrigerator back there. Oh, you always okay. So last week we left off again with the greetings, okay? Which is something that I wanted to start with that because that's something we use every day. Okay, we're always saying, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah, Yahweh Shemal Alathan Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, we say that. We're constantly saying that, but I thought that would be the easiest verbiage to start with because, we're saying it so much. We're using it all the time. Okay, so it should be familiar and you should be able to see that in the Hebrew and know what you're saying. Okay, so I'm going to put that on the board again. I'm sure you guys already have it written down. You should have it written down. Everything we're doing in the class, you should be writing it down. Okay? And that's why I really want to be able to bring everybody into the chat. I can see what you got going on. I can see what you're writing. I can see, like that's going to help me know that we're actually trying to move forward, okay? So I'm going to put this up. I really want to be able to see. I want to be able to see. All right, so I'm going to put it up in the Hebrew, and then I want to be able to have you guys read it, okay? I want to put it up in the Hebrew lettering and then have you guys read it. Okay. And don't forget, one of the most important things with the ancient Hebrew is when I put that up on the board, the ancient Hebrew actually have connectors to show you how to pronounce the sound of the word, okay? How to connect the sounds together, okay? So just hold tight 1 second, and we'll get that up on the board. I'll start with the brothers, the masculine prayer. Then we'll move to the feminine prayer, okay?
So I have a question.
Go ahead.
Are there more connectors in the Hebrew that come along like further down the line, or is there just these two?
Okay, so the connectors, it just depends on the word. Okay, and I'll show you in a minute. The connectors, it's not, there's a certain amount of connectors that are out there. Connectors are when you write a word, the connector is gonna show you how to sound it out, basically. Okay, it's gonna show you if the sha and the ma are connected, or if it's shama, you know what I mean? So just give me 1 minute and I'll show you that, and then I'll go through your question again and try to really clarify what you're asking. No sweat. All right. Okay, so we're going to start with the masculine greeting, okay? I'm going to write it in a way that this is how you'll see it if you were reading it in a book or in a letter, okay? this a little close. And when you see my writing, okay, there is no, all right, as long as you can see the symbol and it resembles this to a certain degree, because we all have our own handwriting, you know what I mean? We all have our own way of writing, so it's not gonna, it may not look exactly the way it would if you were writing, okay? Or okay. So this is the masculine greeting, okay? This is what brothers say to each other. It's a small prayer that we say to each other every time we greet, okay? One second, hold on 1 second. Let's see what I got going on. Okay, this is the prayer that brothers say to each other every time they greet, okay? You should have it written down. you should have this written down in the form that it was up on the board. We've been putting this up for the past 2 or 3 weeks now, okay? So you should have it written down already in this form, okay? But now it's up in the Hebrew, okay? It looks nothing like this anymore. Now, you know what I mean? Now you have to be able to say the sounds. And it's gonna sound just like it would if you was reading it from here, okay? You just have to know the characters, okay? So, what's that sound?
Sh.
Sh. Perfect.
La. Ma.
Exactly. So the la and the ma is what?
Connected.
It's connected. So how's it gonna sound?
Mo.
No, you said it backwards. You're looking at, okay, this sound comes first. Remember. Well, we read from right to left, but you're gonna read it like this. So you're gonna go from this word to that word to that word to that word, but you're actually gonna read it like that. Okay. Okay, so what is that sound?
Sh.
Right.
Long.
Shalom. Exactly. That's your connectors. This connector put the la and the ma together. Okay? The sha is by itself. Shalom. Okay? You're the only one in the class, so you're the only one I can pick on. So let me see what I got going on here. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, so it's shalom, so it would be sha, la. We'll drop, this is at the end, right? So we're gonna drop the A. Okay? So that's shalom. Okay? Mashamar. What's the next word? Officer Mashamar. If you're still in the chat, go ahead and hit me with the next word. What's the next word? Okay, but the connectors are going to put these two sounds together. Okay, here this is separate, so you're going to say whatever sound that is. Okay, which is the what? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Like I said, you don't want to hear, so you don't want to get to pick on. So that is the ya, and this is the
Ha.
wa. Yes. So, and this is the
That was that.
yes. So it's going to be, if you look at these connectors, so what does this connector means?
It's pronounced separately.
Right, I'm going to say that whole sound, which is ya,
Ha.
okay,
Wa.
wa, right. We just added the ha on the end of the wa. Ya, ha, wa. That's why I really like the ancient because it gives it to you. All you have to know is the symbols.
Right.
You know the symbols and the sounds, you good to go. The Assyrian doesn't do that. They actually, if you do research, they actually implement sounds that are not on this chart. But I'm not going to get into that because, the white man's the devil that the Bible speaks of. So I'll leave it at that. So the Assyrian does not give you what the ancient gives you. These connectors actually it tells you how to pronounce the word, okay, which is really great, okay. Give me 1 second. I just want to see if anybody sent me an email because I really want to try to see if I can get somebody into the class live, okay, and see if we can get this. I really want to try to get this program up and running. Yusuf sent me an email. Sister Deborah sent me an email. Okay, Calvin sent me an email. Okay, so Trooper Yawasop. Let me try to see if I can send you this link. How do I do that again? Hold on. Okay, here it is. I think this is it right here. Brothers and sisters, bear with me. I'm trying to work my way through this program, okay? No, it's invite. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Hold on. Gotta get his email. Where's this? I don't see it. Okay, there it is. Gmail. Let's see. Okay. All right, Trooper Yawasop. I sent you something through an email. Let me know if you got it. Okay? Trooper Yawasop, let me know if you received the email that is inviting you into the stream, okay? If so, just put a 1 in the chat or something. Let me know you got it before you click on anything because I want to make sure that we are doing it, correctly. Because this is my first go around, so you guys bear with me, okay? All right, so we know this is what? Yahweh. Okay? Okay. That's why I want to get everybody to be able to be in the chat and I can, like interact with them. So this is the
Shin.
You're right. You are absolutely right. But I was asking for just the one sound, but that's
Okay.
perfect. No, you're on. You're doing good. Okay? You're doing good. And that's a good sign that you're able to connect those sounds together like that. Okay? So this is the ba, ha. Okay? That's one sound. I just want to show it. But that's okay. All right. There. Okay. Bahashim. Bahasham. Okay. If Cap's in the class, he's gonna laugh at me. Anyway. All right, so it's Bahasham, okay? And now this next one, what are we gonna do?
They're all individual characters.
They're all individual, okay? Okay? So the next one is the
Is that yeah?
that is the it just doesn't look like it, huh? I'll rewrite it. Like I said, all handwriting is not the same, okay? So that is your ya. Okay? And the next character is huh?
What? Are we missing something in there?
Am I missing something? I don't think so.
Is the I supposed to be using
Okay, you're right. I am missing something. Thank you. Okay. So I put the I there. Feel like you've been taking good notes. Can't get one past you. Okay. So now where we're at. Yahweh
Shy.
Shai. Okay.
Roll to the other end. Ra. Like it's connected so for rock. What rock?
Rock. Yes, this is the ka. Which ka is this? Is this the one where you make the hard sound or no?
No.
So this one's just the ka. Okay, so we have the ba, right? Ba.
Ra.
Ra.
Ka.
Ka. Is that right?
Is the A supposed to be there?
You're right. The A is not supposed to be there. Okay. Barak. Okay. Then we have now this one, this character to me was the most easiest to learn. You know why?
Because it's the first one.
that too, I guess, but look at it. Like just look at it like that. Like
Sideways A.
it's a sideways A. Right? It is definitely a sideways A. Like, okay, that's the ah. Okay. So we have the ah.
The.
This is the tha. You gotta put the ah.
The.
Because you have a tha, but this is a with the H. Ah, tha. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So this is the tha.
Is that the ma?
That is the ma. Does that look right?
That's an A follow.
Get rid of the A. One more bit closer. So it'll look right. Okay, so what is this? What is that? Okay, let's do this one first. Okay, obviously this is the R, right? Okay. This is the tha. Okay.
And that's the ha.
The ha.
But the A.
A comes off. Okay. She's getting me right, y'all. Get me together. Okay. So, what's the difference between these two?
The ending.
Right. So, what's the difference? Why? Okay. Somebody in the chat, tell me what's the difference between these two?
One singular, one plural.
Right. Right. One singular and one's plural. Which one's plural? Without looking.
The one that ends with the M.
Right. Right. A thumb is more than one brother. Okay? A tha is just one brother. It's, your sisters don't get to say it. But it's just a wonderful, you know what I mean? Like, it's a really, what word can I use? It's just exhilarating to be able to see a brother and be like, how about you? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's something I'm like, I should have grew up with this. You know what I mean? I should have always had this. But yeah, even with the sisters, it's just to be able to, you know what I mean? Like, greet you in our own language. And you know what I mean? Like, this is what is not taught to us. Like, we don't deserve it.
Right.
You don't deserve to have something to yourself, something you can say, this is who I am. This is what I'm about. You know what I mean? And they took that from us, and it's like, you try to get it back, and it's like the worst thing on, you know what I mean? Like, they look at you like you're crazy. Because you want to have something that is, you want to be holy. You want to be separate. You know what I mean? Like, and it's because, the white man, who is the devil, does not want to, he took it and bastardized it, okay? and it still just wants to be like, no, it's mine. No, it's not yours. And we're going to take it back. And we're going to, you know what I mean, raise a whole nation of people, of Hebrews, Israelites, to serve the Most High power, okay? Calvin's right. It's a real black language. But I wouldn't say black, you know what I mean? Like, because color didn't come up in the Bible until Esau made it, you know, an issue. Okay? I would say it's a real Israelite language, okay? A pure language. Okay, this is the first language that was on the earth. And we never really gave that language up. It was taken from us, okay? Sister in North Carolina, she was right on it. She said plural and singular, Most High in Christ, okay? Y'all, what's up? I see you got it. Listen, that's a strong young brother coming up in the truth, okay? So, you know what I mean? Like, stay strong, do your thing, because I know you got that test coming, you know what I mean? And hopefully this is going to help you, you know what I mean? Because you're going to have to get that test and get it done. You know, you have a curfew on that test, okay? So hopefully, you know what I mean, you're being diligent and studying that test. And I can tell you now the best way is to write it out from front to back. Write it out over and over and over again. Just keep writing it out, Yahweh, over and over and over again. And it'll become muscle memory to you, okay? And you'll have it in no time. Just you have to keep doing it though. You have to write the whole thing out. At least once or twice a day, okay? In the beginning, it may be rough, but you'll get there. All right. Let me see. Let me see what's going on with this email. Who did I send the invite to? Who did I send the invite to? Was it Yawasop? Trooper Yawasop? No, Yusuf? Trooper Yusuf, let me know if you got the invite or not that I sent you. I want to try to get somebody live on this stream so I can see that it works, okay? Are you in the chat? Send me an email. I'll try to send it to you also so I can maybe be able to work out the kinks right here. You know what I mean? So since I got you right here next to me, might be something I can't see or whatever. Okay, so we've been going through the Hebrew greeting for, it's been weeks now. Okay, it's been weeks, and I'm not gonna go through it again after this week, okay? I'm not gonna do the Hebrew greeting salute. I'm not gonna do it again after this week, okay? I'm done with it. You guys should have this down flat now as a pancake. It should be flat to you, like General Muhammad would say, my big brother. I should have flattened it out for you by now. But before we move on, I'll do the feminine version, okay? What you be having in that cup? Something special?
Isupk.
Okay. All right, so we're going to put up the feminine greeting. Okay. And then after that, we should have it should be down flat. It should be laid it out flat for you, okay? Shouldn't have to go through that again. You should have all the notes you need on it. It should be, you should be able to refer to it at any moment in time. Okay? And we'll try to move forward. Okay? That's the wrong one. So you're good on the connectors, right?
It's just those two though, right?
Right. There's this one which lets you know this sound is this sound is separate. It's the whole sound. You're not condensing it with another sound. Okay? And this one means these two are together. Okay? So there's not like an infinite number of sound or connectors that are out there. It's gonna tell you how to pronounce that sound. Okay? What's going on, Bruce? Got a new thing going on. All right, so I'm gonna finish flattening out. I'm gonna finish flattening this the feminine greeting, okay, in the Hebrew, and then we're not gonna cover this. We're gonna move forward, okay? I'm not gonna bring this up anymore. We should have all the notes, all the, everything you should need on being able to read this greeting in Hebrew. You should have it, okay? All right, so I'm trying to get Officer Itazab in the house. Shalom Yashutah. I've been trying to see if I can get somebody into the chat or whatever, be able to, you know what I mean, like communicate with somebody, be able to see somebody. What's this? Oh, is that the trooper? Okay, the trooper's in that. I didn't even see that. One sign Christ.
If you want to, you can add to the stream.
There you go. There you go. Hey, Shalom Warrior. Can you hear us?
Oh, Shalom, Lord of Christ. I don't want.
Oh man, that's what's up. That is what's up. Hey, Shalom Yahbashim Yahshabrakatah.
Shalom, Yahweh
All right.
Shabbat.
Okay, so Most High in Christ, like I was saying earlier, I know you got that test coming up, you know what I mean, being good to see your zeal, you know what I'm saying? You're in the class and you at the, Hebrew Academy, you know what I mean? You're getting it in, Most High in Christ. So how are you with the Hebrew?
I'm good with the paleo. I'm still trying to get right on the Assyrian. The mother characters is messing with me.
What do you say, multi-characters?
The Assyrian characters, Salakia.
Okay, the Assyrian characters. Okay.
Kind of on, sir.
Same thing, that's how it was with me. It just seemed like the ancient was it was just much easier, okay? The ancient was much easier for me, okay? And just like that, this is what you have to do. You have to write it out every day. At least once a day. You got the test, right?
Kind of
So you have
sir.
to write everything out from both pages. You have to write it all out, okay? And it's a lot to deal with. So I would say to you, you want to learn this, but at the same time, it's going to be probably a little easier for you to just focus on the test, okay? So writing that test out from question 1 all the way to the characters.
Kind of
right. I hate calling it alphabet because
Salakia.
You're right. It's no sweat, but you have to write it out at least once a day, the whole thing. And have you ever written it out in one setting, the whole first page and second page?
You mean without looking?
No, not without looking, just copying it. Just
kind of. I got pages on pages on pages.
There you go. So you do that, keep doing that once or twice a day, and before you know it, it'll just be muscle memory, and you'll just be able to write it out, okay? So, Most High in Christ. So, you're good with the ancient, right?
Kind of
You okay with it? Okay. So, this is what sound is this character?
Sha.
Okay.
La. Ma.
Right. So this symbol tells you what?
That's connected, so it's one sound.
Right. So you're gonna say this is so what is this sound?
Shalom.
Right.
I'm sitting here reading it from right to left. I'm like, what is this saying?
Salakia, sir, if I may.
Go ahead.
So when I wrote mine, I wrote it. I don't know if you can see it or not. I wrote
I
the
can see.
characters from right to left.
Okay, I see what you're doing. Did I do that wrong, Exazab?
Sorry?
Did I do this wrong?
Oh yeah, you're right it left and right. You wrote it backwards.
I wrote it all backwards?
Yeah.
Jeez. All right. No sweat. Okay. All right.
So
That lets y'all know I don't know how to write a letter. Don't expect no letter from me in the mail. I'm not going to be sending no letters, okay? All right, so come on, Exazab, and put this up. Put the, I want to write in the,
reading.
yeah, write it in the Hebrew letters, okay? All right, this mark is better. This is the feminine, okay, go ahead and put that up, and we'll flatten it out for them, and then we'll move forward, okay? So you're right on it, Trooper. Good job. I wrote everything backwards. That's okay. So I'm going to send out, so Itazar, do I have to send out an invitation in every class? Every stream, I have to send out the invite to each individual person.
If you want them in, yeah.
Right, okay.
If you want to be in, they'll just accept it, go to the link, and then they'll turn on their whatever they on, whether they doing it using their phone or their computer, they'll just sign on. This thing ain't really set.
Okay, I was trying to have everything on there. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, well,
No, that's perfect.
only because he on here now,
Right.
that they can't see unless you here click that. You see the one that's white and blue? Click the one next to that. The little
Right
box,
here?
yeah, the one next to it.
Click that one?
Click the one next to it
Oh,
on the right.
okay.
No, the next
Oh,
box. Yeah,
okay.
like that.
Oh, okay.
Now you can.
I like it the other way.
Right?
I like it the other
So-
way.
Boom.
All right, that's better. So if I have multiple people in, it says I can have up to 6 people in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it though. That's what I'm saying. Like you only be able to put a certain amount of people
All
in
right, I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry.
there. So, all right. So, real quick, if I may, this is the singular, this is the plural.
And like I said, everybody has their own individual handwriting. So you can see what Itazab's doing. Some of these characters does not look like how I wrote it, okay? So don't let that be, you know what I mean? Don't let that be something that distracts you.
Kaboom.
Okay? So, y'all, what's up?
Kind of, sir.
Right. So, I want you to go ahead, Itazab, and point at each sound and let him tell you what it is. And kind of, you know what I mean, let him, all right, I'll do the first one. Okay, this is the what?
Cha,
Okay,
la,
right?
ma.
Right, okay. So it's gonna be Sha, La, and Ma. That's why I really don't like doing it in English and Hebrew at the same time, because now I gotta write it, you know. It confuses everybody. So I know it's confusing, but okay. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it the way it is. Okay. This is the shop. Again, the law. Okay, and this one, what do I do here?
You connect those two.
Okay, but what? Okay, so since these two are connected, what happens with this character?
The I falls off, so it's just shalom instead of shalamah.
Right. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Okay. So the next one is
Yeah. Ha.
okay.
Wa. Ha.
So this is, you're gonna pronounce that whole sound, right? Because the
Kana.
connector is pointing down. Same thing here. Now this connector is pointing up, so that means what?
One sound.
Say that again.
One sound. You join the two.
Right. It's one sound. So what else? What else does that mean?
The A falls off.
Right. A falls off. Okay. So it's Yahweh, not Yahweh. Okay. Good work. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just going to put the sounds above each character. Okay. I'm not going to put the A here because the A would fall off. Okay? I can't even, you know what? This is, it's so messed up. It's just not right. You know what I mean? Okay, we know, all right. I'm not going to do that. Okay? I don't want to confuse anybody any more than they already are. It's just so rough. I know. But trying to, you know what I mean? Trying to go back and forth between the English and the Hebrew is rough. Okay. But I think we got a good hold on what it is. Okay. So I don't have to, I'm not gonna do that. You know, I'm not gonna finish that up. I'm gonna move forward. Okay. Because that's just too much. Going back and forth between the English and the Hebrew is just real. It's enough to get confuse anybody. Okay. So that's where we left off last week. Okay. We're gonna put up some more words. Okay. I'm going to put up some words that we see a lot because every week we come to the Sabbath service, okay, and we read. So I want to put up some words that are real common that you come across a lot. In the Bible as we're reading, okay? Okay. I'm going to put up some words in the Hebrew, words that we already went over, okay? And you should be able to tell me what this word is. I'm going to have everybody in the chat type in what the word is when I write it in the Hebrew, okay? This is a word that you see all the time. Okay? I'm going to write it in the ancient and also in the Assyrian, okay? This part, what I'm doing right now, is just a refresher because you should already have these words, okay? In your notes. Okay, the top is the ancient and the bottom is the Assyrian, okay? So everybody type in the chat and tell me what that word is. And try not to cheat. Just try to look at it and read it. Try your best. Just try your best. Try your best just to look at it and read it and concentrate. Just try. What is this sound? Talk to the sis. What is the sound? This one right here. No.
I told you this was so.
Okay. All right. Just you can cheat then.
Thank you.
Everybody else, if you have to cheat, go ahead and cheat. But this is the point. We want to be able to look at these characters and know what they are. You want to be able to look at that character and know the sound that is associated with it, okay?
So we got a few answers.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
So Trooper Isupk, he said that's Yahweh. Young man Calvin also said Yahweh. If I could, Yahweh is spelled with an H at the end when you write it in English. So it's Yahweh with an H at the end. We got two answers.
Isn't that what we have on the board?
Yes, sir. No,
No, that's cool. Listen, what was that, Calvin?
Calvin and Isupk.
Okay, they both said, no, who said something about the H at the end?
No, yeah, he just young man Calvin. He didn't write it. He wrote it YAHA YHWH.
Okay, so you was correcting him.
Right.
All right, Most High in Christ. Calvin, don't forget your H, okay? This is the ha sound, okay? This is the ha, okay? So when you look at this, this is going to be okay? It's going to be Yahweh. So it's these last two are connected, right? So I'm going to drop the A. Okay? So it's Yahweh. It's not Yahweh. Okay? It's Yahweh. Same thing down here. Okay? Again, we're going to drop the A. Yahweh. It's not Yahweh. Okay? And once you know these words, once you know like these connectors in the ancient, okay, it'll help you because you'll remember the sound. You'll know that these two, you'll know that word. So you'll know that these last two sounds are going to be connected when you read it in the Assyrian. Okay? So it's going to be Yahweh, not Yahweh. Okay? Like when I first learned these characters and these sounds, and I came up to read, that's pretty much what I did. I just sounded out every sound. I was like, Yahweh, you know what I mean? But I learned over time, I know that word. So I know it's Yahweh, you know what I mean? Because when we read, we're reading in the Assyrian, okay? So we don't have these connectors to tell us how to make the sound. So you have to get used to this language and kind of know what it should sound like. You gotta kind of have to know, you know what I mean? You're gonna have to get the vibe of how, you know, how we speak, okay? And how it should sound, okay? Okay, so this is a word, obviously, that we're gonna see every week when we read in the Tanakh, okay? You're going to see this word every week, okay? You got something? Oh, I thought you were trying to say something. Okay. So, Yahweh is Most High, okay? But in the book, in the Bible, you'll see it as Lord, okay? Or you could say his name if you're reading or if you're praying, okay? You can actually say his name, or if you're teaching or whatever. But we try not to say his name like it's not a big deal, you know, because it is a big deal. His name is, you know, is something that is very special, okay? So we don't just blurt out his name at any given chance, okay? So when we're reading, we say the Most High. We don't even say his name. You know what I mean? Like we save that for praying to him and, you know, bow and submitting ourselves. You know, that's when we'll say his name, when we are asking for something. And that's what you see us do when we stand up and do the prayers every week. You know what I mean? We're asking Yahweh to turn his face back to us and get us out of this hell that we're in right here on earth. You know what I mean?
And if I may,
go ahead.
That's how you know it's so heavy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely heavy. What you're saying is heavy what we're praying. You know what I'm saying? Every Saturday we pray and we say, you know what I'm saying, that he destroy our enemy,
Right,
and kill them.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
That is that what you. Hey, I'm right with you, because that's the prayer that I remember the most.
Right.
Like we're asking him to kill the white man and kill all the Chinese and listen. That's the one I remember. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, kill them. You know what I mean? Like, what does it say? It say, shame. You know what I mean? That they seek thy name. You know what I mean? Like, so that's the one I remember, because I'm like, I'm tired of this situation. I am tired. I am so tired of my position on this earth. You know what I mean? Like, it's horrible. Okay.
So
Go ahead.
To
Now, come on, bro.
clear, like you know what I'm saying? I was just thinking, like, to make it clear, like you saying, like the Most High's name is not no small thing. So when we use it, it's serious. It's you know what I'm saying? It should be taken seriously.
Right.
So when we praying that our enemies be blown away in the wind like stubble and
Right.
you know what I'm saying, burnt up and
Right.
all that, and we using the Most High name, that's how serious we are.
That's why, because we don't use his name in vain. So when we do say his name, because listen, we keep these laws. We do what he told us to do. Okay, so he's our Father, and we're trying to be good children. You know what I mean? So when I do say my Father's name, I want him to be like, yeah, did my boy just call me? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, something's going on. You know how your kid be outside, you know what I mean? Something going on, and he get down.
That's heavy too, because think about it, you call your dad dad.
Right.
When it's serious,
Right.
hey, Robert!
But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, either way, we call it, you know what I mean? Calling our Father, you know what I mean? Like, and we say his name, I want him to be like, what? I don't know, boy. I don't know. You might need a couple spanking a little bit longer. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I hear you. You know what I mean? Like, so, we that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? Like, trying to get the Most High back on our side, and he does not see. He's not a respecter of persons. Okay, he sees us as one whole nation of people, and the best example I can give of that is when we went into slavery out of Egypt, okay? Or we went into slavery on slave boats, okay? You don't think there was some good people that were keeping the law and this, that, but they still went into slavery, okay? When we came out of Egypt, you don't think it was some niggas who was not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments? They still came out of Egypt, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't pick one person and another person, and that's why we have to be so brotherly towards each other. We can't think of ourselves. You know what I mean? We can't just be like, well, I'm okay. Right. So that means that's good enough. Right. That's not it. Your brother has to be okay. You have to wake him up. Your sister has to be okay. Christ said, you know what I mean? Like, you do to the least of these little ones, you've done it to me. So if you want to show Christ that you love him, how are you going to do that? Right. So what are the commandments? Loving your brother. Like, I want to show Christ that I love him, and he was a brother, so I got to love you. I got to love Itazar. Because Christ ain't here. Christ is not here right now. I can't, you know what I mean? I can say as many words as I want to. I love you, Christ, but how do I show him? By taking care of his other brothers and sisters that are still here. Okay? Same thing with the Most High. I can't feed God. I can't feed the Father, but I can feed you. I can feed God. You know what I mean? I feed brothers and sisters out here walking up and down S Avenue. You know what I mean? So that's how we show the Most High that we love him, by helping other brothers and sisters. Sometimes it can be rough when you first start to come into it, because you're like, man, these niggas don't even deserve this shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's coming out my pocket. These niggas You know what I mean? Like, I can't see it. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Just do it. Now, I'm not saying give the crackhead all the money out your pocket. You know what I mean? I'm talking about brothers and sisters that are right here, okay, that want to be good children to the Most High. You help them in any way you can, you know what I'm saying? And there will be a recompense. You know, you'll get paid back for it. You know, if not from him, then from the Most High. Okay? So the bottom line is we pray every week. We call out his name, okay? And we ask him to hear our prayers. And our prayers is for him to get us out of this hell that we're in right here on earth right now. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. He might not think so, I don't know, but I feel like we've been through enough. We've been through enough, Father. You know what I mean? Most High, we've been through enough. So please hear our prayers every week when we call your name. When we say those prayers, we don't say, Lord. We say, Yahweh. Okay? And when I get to that part, I say it loud. Like I'm calling him. Like I'm calling him. I want him to hear. Damn shot down there calling me. You know what I mean? Like, send one of them angels or something. You know what I mean? Send something. You know what I mean? So that's that. Okay. This word you're going to see a lot when we're reading in the Tanakh. Okay. It is Yahweh. Okay. Most High. Okay. All right. So these words that I'm giving you, I noticed that there's a couple of new people in the class, so you may not have all this stuff that we've been going over for the past couple of months. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have to, you know what I mean, like try to, you know what I mean, like just catch up or get what you can, you know, from here out. And if you have any questions, go ahead and type it into the chat, okay? If you need this chart, we can send it to you. Okay, any other literature or whatever you need, we can go ahead and send it to you. So just let us know what you do or do not have. Okay, I see. I didn't forget about you, Troop. Okay, I know I still got you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna, just give me 1 minute and I'm gonna get to you, okay? This next one is for you, okay? And I don't want you, when I ask the question, I don't want you cheating, okay? Just look at it and answer it if you can. If you can't, just say you can't, okay? All right? Can the brother hear me on lights off?
Kind of, don't kind. I can hear you, sir.
All right, Most High Christ. Okay. This next word is another word that we come across a lot. So this next word, it can be defined in a few different ways. Okay, I'm going to put it up, and then I'll go through the definitions of it, of how it can be interpreted through in the language or whatever. Okay. Okay, so this is a fairly common word. Okay, True.
Kind of, don't kind.
So go ahead and read this word for me. Well, all right, you can start by just giving me the sound.
So you got I, Sha, and Ra, and then the
Yeah.
Sha and the Ra connected, so it'll be a Shar.
Ashar, Most High in Christ. Good work, good work. Okay? So, Ashar means, Ashar can mean it can mean whom, it can mean which, or that. Okay? And that is, this is the Hebrew, okay? And it's almost like English. Like you can use the English, there's certain words that mean more than one thing, right? So this ashar is going to be who, whom, which, or that, okay? Go ahead. Oh, my bad. Thank you. That. Okay? Those are the different meanings of this one word. Okay? Which they're all pretty much related. Okay? So you can say who or whom, it's the same thing. Okay? Or which is the same thing. It's almost, you know what I mean, like who or which, you know, it's the same thing. Okay? And then, okay, so when you have who, it's almost like which, right? Whom, which one? But then when you have whom, it's like, is that? You know what I mean? Like whom or that, you know what I mean? So it's pretty much, you know what I mean, like giving you a definite and indefinite. You know what I mean? Like it's who or it's whom. You know what I mean? Like it's the same thing. Okay?
Got my shamar.
Hey, shalom, brother. How about Shem Yahshua? Cold-blooded brother right there. Of some
Rashman. Yahbashim Yahushua Barakatah.
all right, all right. Let me see what's going on. Finally. What's going on, warrior? Tawab.
Tawad.
Christ, man. Sign Christ. All right, so we just going through, you know, I think you've been in the class, right?
Khan, Wakan.
Yeah, I saw you earlier, so Most High in Christ. I'll go ahead and let you get the next one. Okay, I'll take this one down and I'll let you read. I'll let you know, I'll let you give me, be able to read the next one for us, okay? So what I'm putting up the words that we see very commonly when we're reading the Tanakh, okay? These words come up a lot. They're very common. They're very common words. It's almost like saying at, you know what I mean? You say at all the time, or where, you know what I mean? So when we're dealing with our history and we're reading the Tanakh, which gives us our history and tells us what we did in the past, okay, what we didn't do in the past, okay, what the Most High told us, okay. These words come up very often because they're common. They're very common words, okay. So I'm going to put up another word, and we went through these words, so you should have these words already, okay, in your notes, okay. So just so you'll know, next week what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start the class with having I'm gonna send out the invite. Okay, I'll give you guys, 10, 15 minutes or whatever to get into the class. And then I'm going to send out an invite to all of you. Okay. And then that way I can have everybody in the class. And I'm going to, I'm going to request something. Okay. It could be, write the Hebrew out, or it could be write certain words or whatever. Okay. Or it could be, I'll have something on the board and I'll be like, okay, I want this person to read, and then I want that person to read. Okay, because that's what we're trying to work towards, me having something on this board, words up here, and you just be able to read them. Okay, so that's what we're working towards. That's why we have this new platform, because I want brothers and sisters to be able to interact with me and Officer Itazab and Officer Sharatazab, whoever's in the building. Okay, so Marshall Marr, Officer Marshall Marr, this next word is for you. Okay, I want you to go ahead and be able to. Now, I want you to be honest with me and with yourself. So when you see the word, don't look at your notes. Don't look at, what you have written down to help you be able to pronounce it. I want you to be honest and say, you know what? I can't read that word, or I can read that word, without looking at notes, without looking at, alphabets or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to put this word up, put all your notes to the side, and just read the word, okay? You understand, Marshamar?
He muted. He muted.
You got your phone on mute. Okay, most high Christ. Okay, Marshamar. Go ahead and read this word for me. All right, we can start like this. Okay? Just give me the sounds of the first. What is this sound? You got your phone on mute?
Salagi, sir, that's the R.
Right. What is this sound?
The Mar.
Right. And this?
That's the R.
La. Try again. What is this sound right here? Okay, what did you say? Maybe I heard you wrong. What did you say? What did you say?
That's the Ra right there.
Yes, you're right. You are correct, okay? You are absolutely correct, okay? One thing I forgot to put up is the connector, okay? So go ahead and pronounce that word for me.
Like that is Amar.
Yes, that is Amar. Do you have this word in your notes that we went through for the past 3 weeks?
La, sir. I don't have that word. Amar.
Okay, So I was going to ask you what it means. So I'll go ahead and put up the meaning of the word. Okay. Okay, Amar means to say or command. Okay, so if we're reading the Tanakh, okay, and you see Amar, it's going to be the word command or say. We encounter that word a lot in the Tanakh, because especially when we're dealing with the Most High in the Old Testament, He's always giving us instructions. Okay, He's always giving us instructions, and He deal with a certain person, and He would say, deal with these people or deal with my children and say this, command them this, right? Okay, so Amar is say or command. Okay, the Most High dealt with Moses. He would always, be like, say to the children of Israel. Okay, we read that all the time. Or command them this. You know what I mean? So Amar is to say or command. Okay? That's good work. Good work, officer. Now, what I'm doing is I'm just going through words that you should have in your notes. Mashamar, Officer Mashamar.
Come.
You've been in the class for the past what? 4 weeks, 6 weeks?
Come.
Okay, so you should have these words written down in your notes. Are you able to take notes and such things?
Come.
All right, Most High Christ. Okay, so yeah, this is just a recap of what we've already been through. Okay, stuff that we've covered. I just want to kind of get a good sense of where each individual is, where we're at. Okay, as an individual. Okay, so I'm just going to cover up a few. I'm just going to touch on a few things that we've already covered. Okay. Try to get us able to move forward. Who else you got in the chat, Tom? Thanks a lot.
Brandy, Calvin.
Is she live? Nah. Is Calvin live?
Nah. I told him to email or message the email. We got 2 Canucks.
I know Calvin. I think this is like the first week I've seen him in here. Okay, so he's probably not, where everybody else is at. Brandy, she's usually in here. Okay, so who else we got on there?
That's it. The sister from South Carolina, the Barbara.
Oh, okay.
North Carolina.
Is she in the chat? Is the camera up?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just the only people that's live with us right now is Isupk and Lashawan.
Okay. All right. Brandy. I know Brandy been in here. She should have these notes. Okay.
She said she sent her email, but I don't see it. I don't know who she sent it to.
I put my email address in there earlier.
I told him.
You using the school's email address? Oh, okay, Most High in Christ. All right, did you put it in the chat?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let her know that she should use the school's email address. And I'll use that from now on too, instead of using my email address.
If you don't know now, you know.
Right.
Send it. Send that email.
So, what about the sister that's always in here on the other one? EJ, DJ?
Yeah, she's not in here.
She's not in right now?
I see she checked in
She
early
was in
on.
here? Okay. So Brandy's in right now? This is for Brandy, okay? All right.
Maybe she in here. She just ain't responding. You gotta call her. We got Halak in here.
Okay, well, that's a brother. What's going on? Is he responding?
Nah, you know what I'm saying? He just checked in.
Okay. Nobody else is in the chat.
I sent the message.
Right.
Anybody that want to be in here, they gonna say.
All right, don't sweat. I'll keep it moving. Okay, I got another word that's real common that we see in here all the time. Okay.
KJ, the sister said she here.
Okay, so just hit her and ask her if she wants to, be able to interact in the class with that. Okay, so this next word, did I give you a word? Okay, this one's for you. Okay. All right, this one we see all the time. This is a very, very common word. Very common, okay? It's a very common word. Try to get this right here. Okay. Okay, this was for the sister that's in the class. Okay. Not looking at the notes. Right. What is this? Right. Good work. Okay. This is the ka. This is the la. Okay. So what does this mean? What does this connecting mean?
I'm put it together.
Right. So what is this word?
Cow.
Call. It's not cow.
Call.
Call. Right. So it would actually be okay. Call. Now I'm going to put up what this word means. It's a very common word. It has a few different interpretations, but they're pretty much the same, okay? Okay. Fall. Okay. Means all, every, which is pretty much the same, right? All and every is same thing, or any. Okay? All, every, or any is what you're gonna interpret when you see call. Okay? Pretty much it's gonna be all or every. Sometimes any, okay? Okay? So we see this word a lot, okay? Because this is a very common word right here. Aitazah, you want to share? You want to share that? I got in the freezer.
What's that?
The can I got in the freezer. You want some? But not each pour is there. Nah, it's in the freezer. You don't want to just.
Yeah, I mean, we're drinking on this jet.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I thought I was gonna get down too, but let me get through that real quick, and So tomorrow, to Most High Christ. Tomorrow we get to get in the we get to get with all the brothers and sisters, well, not slack it, all the officers, captains, and generals. We all get together tomorrow, and we get to report on what we've done for the past month, okay? Which is a very glorious thing, okay? Everything we do is out of the Bible, okay? It's just like, when Mark and Paul and all them brothers, you know what I mean? What? Most High Christ. They would get together and they would write, sometimes they would write letters or whatever and report on what they've done, you know what I mean? So tomorrow we get to give a report on what we've done, and I just know it's going to be glorious. It always is when we get to, get with all the brothers and, actually, like just come together and, just, it's a family, it's a wonderful thing, okay? So tomorrow we get to get down and now to our.
I was gonna say this stuff make you walk like a G.
Okay. So tomorrow is going down. I get to see all the brothers in Florida tomorrow, you know what I mean? So some good stuff, you know what I mean? So we might put something on the grill or whatever, fuck it, you know what I mean? Yeah, so all right, so call, good work, sis. That's a very common word. Yeah.
Speaking of Cal,
he up in there, right?
yeah.
He up in there. We got a cow in the house tonight. You about right, so Most High Christ, okay? All right, so in Calvin or whatever, this we went over this word, okay, a week or two ago, I don't know. These everything I'm going over today, we've already covered, okay? So I tell everybody that comes into the class, this is a class, okay? So you should have paper and pencil. You shouldn't just come in here and sit down and watch and, you can, that's on you. But we're trying to, establish something here, okay? You got something?
Yeah, 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Oh, 2 hours and 30 minutes? Holy moly. It doesn't feel like it at all.
Rolling.
Slovakia, I did not mean to go over. Did Brandy respond? Anybody respond that's not in the chat?
Nah, just the sister.
All right. KJ, I'll get with you next week. Okay, and like I said, we're going to come in next week. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to send out these invites so you guys can just jump in and we can all, we can see each other. I can see you, you can see me. Okay, and we'll be able to get it in. Okay, so we got the platform down. Okay, we know how it works, and we're going to be, like we're going to step it up and, be able to interact with each other. And it should be a lot more, fun and, good for everybody. Okay, so I'm not going to hold y'all up. We went over the time, Salakia. I know, we didn't get a lot in this week, but that's okay. Just, keep coming. and we'll all grow together. You know what I mean? We'll get there. Okay. So with that, I want to say, you know what I mean? Shalom to the brothers that are in, Yawasop. Okay. Who else we got in? Amashamar. Who else we got live? That's it. Kanat. Okay. And Cal. Okay. Calvin. Okay. So Most High Christ, be here next week, Friday, 7 p.m. Okay. And we'll get it. We'll rock it out. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Like, we'll have fun. You know what I'm saying? We'll get it in. Okay. So with that, I want to say Shalom Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barakathum. Shalom Yahweh Shemal Alathum Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and play some tunes, and then you know what I mean, and we'll go ahead and get up out of here. And, you know what I mean, we'll get with y'all tomorrow. Sabbath service. Okay, Sabbath service starts at 9 a.m. Okay, be in the building. Look for these words that I just put up. Okay, because you're gonna see them. Okay, read along with us, and that's going to help you learn this Hebrew. As brothers and sisters, brothers are up there on the podium reading, you should be looking at the word, and he's pronouncing the word for you. Okay, so he's helping you. Okay, just read along. As he's saying the word, you can just look at it, and as he's pronouncing it, it helps you. Okay, that's how that word is pronounced. Okay, so that's another thing that you can use to help you grow and be able to learn how to read, okay, in this Hebrew, okay? So with that, shalom. I had no idea we went over that. It does not seem like. I see any brother or sister come up here, you know what I mean? It's something special, you know what I mean? It really is. Yeah, no, it's okay. I ain't saying nothing wrong.
You're right.
Yeah, no,
I'm trying to figure out how.
No, we're not even on that. We're on this right here. But it's bumping, so it's hot. It's live.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, we had the closings. Man, the other day, man, we had some good food in the house, man. Like, that other one, I don't know why you do that. The opening or the first day. Yeah, man, take food, man.
Sleepy.
I saw you leave. You left like I was like, God damn.
I was tired of shit. I was fighting sleep. I was like,
Always listen. Don't leave these holiday days without a good plate, man. Don't do it. Tell me. Don't do it. Because at the end, I'm ending up like piling shit on people's plate. Like, take it. You know what I mean? I know. Listen, it might not look like it, but I know you can eat. I see you at work. I see. God damn, I ain't no shit.
You gotta eat like once a day, though. That's probably why.
You know what? I just got on that. I said, you know what? Once a day.
I don't listen to him really.
No, but like okay. In the daytime, especially when I'm at work or whatever, I just ride out all day. And then when I get off, I'll eat something. But you know what I mean, like it depends. Sometimes I might eat again, you know what I mean? But I'm trying to lose a couple of LBs. You know what I mean? Like I was 220. And then I dropped down to 200. I'm like a little under 200 right now. Yeah, I'm under 200. I'm scared. Just don't look like it. I didn't think you was still 220 before though. I was 220. I was 220. And I dropped. I'm like right under 220. I'm right under 200 now. So, like ever since I hurt my hand, I ain't really been working out on that. So I'm losing some muscle mass. So I got to get back to like working out. You know what I mean? I got to get back to, you know what I mean? Like finding the definition going.
I'm trying. I started working out again this week, but
But yeah, then I say, you know what? I don't really want to do. I don't want to do